Hey guys, um, so it's been a while since I've uploaded a regular video, mostly because I haven't really been comfortable sharing my face. But I decided to talk about something that has been bothering me for a while. So every time I try to make a video, right, I am reminded of my face and how I don't, really look the same as I did before. If you are curious as to what I looked like a few months ago or even a few years ago, the videos are on my channel. But in this video, I will be talking about my disordered eating, and I will be talking about how that has affected me and how gaining weight back has also affected me. So, what I look like in this video, I guess it's just gonna have to be okay with me because I really want to talk about this, and I don't think blocking my face out is really going to reach any of you guys. So let's start from when I started developing my eating disorder. It was actually earlier this year. In some of the videos that I uploaded, I was very skinny. I was not eating all day. I would eat like one snack throughout the day, and then at the end of the day, I would, check my stomach, check my, my breast area, check my face, see if there was anything wrong. And what had initially triggered this disordered eating was actually my face, right? So for those of you who don't know and who are new to my channel, I have facial dysmorphia. It's body dysmorphia of the face. And I was looking at myself in the mirror one day, and you know how people with insecurities, they constantly check and see like if they look different or whatever. Might just be a body dysmorphia thing. But my body dysmorphia was telling me that there was something wrong with my face. So I looked in the mirror and I turned my face like sideways, right? I noticed that I had a double chin, and looking back on it, it was not a double chin, it was more just extra skin. And so I started freaking out. I was looking up ways to get rid of double chins. I was looking up surgeries to get rid of them. Keep in mind, you guys, I was 99 pounds at the time. So losing weight would not have helped me even if it was a double chin. That wouldn't have done anything. It's really hard to lose fat that's in your face. And also that's just how people's facial structure is. So I started going back and looking at old pictures of me and being like, oh, I didn't have a double chin in this picture, but suddenly I have a double chin. And I just internalized it. I woke up every single day, and sorry, my ankle's starting to hurt. And that was the first thing that I would think of every single day. And that started me restricting my eating. I had already been, under eating, and now I had the worst relationship with food possible. Eating anything, even like a slice of pizza, would cause me to want to puke it up. And I wasn't bulimic, it never got to that point, but I was restricting heavily. Did turn into a pretty severe eating disorder to a point where before I went to inpatient, I hadn't eaten in almost a week. I was so lethargic. But when I got out of inpatient, I spent a week there. I started slowly but surely eating. And anyone with an eating disorder or, problems with food will know that when you're used to being skinny and you start to gain weight, it will kind of play with your mind a little bit and you will start to freak out. So this past couple months I have been bedridden because of my broken ankles. Thankfully I'm up and walking again, but when I tell you it has been so hard to see myself gain a lot of weight, and by a lot of weight, guys, I'm meaning literally probably like 10-15 pounds, but I've noticed it has been going to like my facial area and like my stomach, and so it has been triggering me. Excuse me. It has been triggering me. And so the only thing that I can really do at this point is recognize that the weight that I'm gaining is healthy weight because I was skinny before because I was not eating. I have undereaten my entire life, and only recently have I got a normal, healthy appetite. And, I only eat 2 meals a day, but, one of them is calorically heavy, the other one isn't really, so technically, by a normal, average person's standards, I would be not eating enough, probably. But it's better than it was. Genuinely. And I don't want to have to come on here, and I don't want to have to apologize for my weight gain, and I don't want to have to look back at old videos and think, wow, you looked so much better and cuter then. And it's like, what's more important, being really skinny or being healthy? And at this point, I have been fighting internally, thinking about it, and thinking about the fact that I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to disappoint, certain people in my life, and I don't want to have to feel like I have to look a certain way just so that I can make a video. Fortunately, it's been very difficult for me to get over that, so I don't really make videos a lot. But here are some things that I do to help me with processing this kind of thing, with the weight gain. Think of it as health, right? Not all weight gain can be healthy, but when you are anorexic or severely underweight, weight gain will absolutely be healthy for you. And you have to realize people's facial structure is very different. Some people have really round faces. I have more of like a square defined, maybe not square, but like rectangular defined face, and I haven't really seen that in a long time. Looking back at pictures when I was like 12, 13, I have this exact face shape because I was eating. Only in my teenage years did my face get really super thin and, petite looking, but that's not my face shape. That's disordered eating. That's something that, that's not my face. I know that in the past, I have, I've had different face shapes. I've had like a round face at a certain point, but it has always been more of like this. Cheeks have always been like this. Face has always been like this. That's just what I look like, and I can't sit here and pretend like me being ultra skinny is how my face actually should be, because it's just what I looked like when I was malnourished. And some other things that I do to kind of try to, change my mentality. I have to remind myself that there are other people who obviously have like a similar build and a similar, you know, facial structure as me, and they can look perfectly fine, perfectly beautiful, perfectly average and normal. Because gaining a little weight, you know, 15, 20 pounds, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. You know, you see it, but nobody else sees that. I promise you, there are very, very few people who are looking at you and thinking, oh, you gained 15 pounds, or oh, you gained 10 pounds. I promise you, nobody cares that much. Even your partner might not even notice it. Of course, at the same time, it's like, you're overly critical of yourself. I'm overly critical of myself. I struggle with that every single day. But nobody else is holding you to that same standard unless they're a jerk or something and they're overanalyzing everything. But I promise you, if I were to meet any of you and then, you know, we met again, I would not notice anything different, because people just don't pick up on that kind of stuff unless it's like very severe. I mean, it would probably have to be 100+ pounds for me to notice even a single difference, but at the same time, I don't look at people like that. I see people for who they are, and I don't really care about that kind of thing. So just realizing that you're really hard on yourself and other people aren't going to be that harsh on you helps. There are some other things that help me, just generally taking care of myself, you know, constantly brushing my teeth, wearing my retainer, brushing my hair, washing my hair, getting body products like, I got this new watermelon cream that I've been using on my legs and stuff. I mean, for people with sensitive skin, you know, non-scented stuff, but I do use lotion on my face because I do have pretty severe eczema that will not go away. But guys, when I tell you that it's okay to gain weight, I know that nobody else is here to tell you that sometimes, because, you know, people on the internet who are saying certain things are like ultra skinny. They're like, guys, it's okay to have cellulite, and all I'm thinking is like, you don't even have cellulite. But as someone who has literally gained like 15-20 pounds in the past few months, and from a very skinny, tiny little stature, I understand what it's like to, you know, see your face change and to see your body change and to develop a stomach, and, you know, it's like I've had to go up size. So instead of like, I was small, so now I'm like a medium, and I get, for the most part, I still get larges because that's just what I'm comfortable in. And, you know, when I wear like a large, usually I fluctuate from small, medium, and it kind of helps me because I don't have to worry about fluctuation. And if I ever became a large, then I would just have a bunch of large shirts, which is good for me. But yeah, I think that might be all for right now. I just wanted to put my thoughts into words and just talk about, you know, weight gain and, you know, how my eating disorder has affected me and how it's still affecting me. I just want you guys to know that you're not alone in that. You're not alone in feeling like everybody's staring at you, like everybody's noticing the change. I promise you, nobody notices. We are our own worst critics. We notice every little change in our faces. I know that I'm not going to like how I look in this video because that's all I see is the changes in my face. But at the same time, I really wanted to talk about this because that's what I do on my channel, is I document body dysmorphia and my thoughts and coping skills and things like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. You're all very kind. I know this video is very quiet, there are people in the next room who are sleeping, and so I will not be very loud sometimes. Only when people are not home will I like be loud or anything like that. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.